Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Montreal, Quebec, live on Canuck Derby TV. I am Single Malt Scott.
And joining you right now is Private Slacks, as Johnny Capote named me earlier today, despite my fact my name is usually Private Stacks. Not today.
He's got those pants that you just can't have.
They're only mine.
The featured bout of tonight is between Montreal's new Skids on the Block and Philadelphia's Liberty Bells.
And they're all lined up and ready to go, Single Malt. How are you feeling about this match? I learned a very important lesson today about roller derby statistics. They're really hard to find on the internet. I was trying to find scores of previous matchups between these two teams and could not. I tried my hardest.
FlatTrackStats.com.
Wow!
They're all there.
I was looking at Derby news and stuff.
All right, the bout has begun, and jamming for Philadelphia, it's V-Diva. She's skating up against Iron Wench.
Both of the teams, I guess, going with their star jammers for the first jam, looking to send a message. You can tell by the crowd's roar. First jam of the game, we have a lead jammer, the Iron Wench.
V-Diva also skating under her real name now. Vanessa Seitz on the completes her initial pass. Iron Wench is scoring right now. Wench picks up 3 points before calling off the jam. First blood to Montreal. So, don't forget you're watching this courtesy of Canuck Derby TV. Our sponsors include AMJ, Montreal Roller Derby, Georgia W. Tush's roller skate store Neon Skates, with locations in both Ottawa and Montreal, and of course, Holy Crap Cereal. Jamming from Montreal, it's Greta Bobo, number 8080. And for Philadelphia, it is Antidote, number 100. Greta Bobo is the lead jammer. Both jammers have completed their initial pass.
It's like Antidote managed to get ahead. I guess Greta Bobo's hoping right now Antidote makes a mistake so that she's going to be able to capitalize on a scoring pass.
Bobo just calls off the jam. Are you guys following Canuck Derby TV on Twitter? I mean, if you're not home, you're not in front of your computer, you can get all the updates from Canuck Derby TV on our Twitter feed. It's at Canuck Derby TV.
We have our Twitter man Alex, who's just tweeting away.
All about the tweets.
Like a bird.
Teflon Donna jamming for the Liberty Bells up against Iron Wench for Montreal.
Liberty Bells looking for their first lead jammer, and there they got it.
Teflon Donna, a member of Team USA Roller Derby. Iron Wench, a member of Team Canada. Tef picks up 3 points and calls off the jam. Wench manages to squeak in one just before the jam is called off. There is no score overlay, so we'll be giving you as many score updates as we can. Right now, Montreal is leading 4-3 over Philadelphia. 26 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in this first period.
And we're lining up and getting ready for jam number 4. Can't quite see who's jamming there for the Liberty Bells, but it looks like Little Mama who's jamming for the New Skids.
That's Georgia W. Tush versus Mo Payne.
So wrong. I know absolutely nothing about roller derby or the teams.
Mo Payne is the lead jammer. She's on her scoring pass now. Georgia W. Tush being held right at the back of the pack. Chasing Amy picks up an out of play penalty. That sends her to the box.
Actually, that's number 9. That's Deb Seriously for the Liberty Bells. Ha! Now you were wrong.
Castro sent to the penalty box. Deb seriously calls off the jam as Georgia W. Tush completes her initial pass.
We talked about this a little bit before the boutcast, Scott, about how the Liberty Bells will take advantage of those small advantages and throw a whole bunch of points up on the board right away. They just added 9 points to their total and basically starting to put this in the early stages, starting to leave their mark on this game.
I really think the deciding factor of this bout is going to be discipline. A team that stays under control the most will have the advantage.
V-Diva just exploding out of the first term. Mange Moincur doing her best to block, but V-Diva having none of it.
Wench has completed her initial pass, but is about 3/4 of a track behind V-Diva.
Jess Bandit was trying to slow her down, but once again, V-Diva just broke through, grabbed her points, called it off, and held the Skids completely off the board for another jam.
24 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. The Liberty Bells are leading 16-4 over the New Skids on the block. Number 24-7, Devoida Mercy is jamming for Philadelphia.
I wonder if that's her birth name.
Devoida?
Her parents named her Devoida. If you have a second kid who's a daughter, Scott, I highly recommend naming her Devoida.
And Little Mama jamming for Montreal. Smack Daddy with a big hit on Devoida Mercy. Little Mama scoots her on the outside. She is the lead jammer.
Devoida getting knocked down again by Trash and Smash. She's yet to make her initial pack. She finds herself all the way at the back of the pack. She does find her way through on the outside. But Little Mama's cutting and putting up some points right now. Going to try to cut into that lead for the Skids.
Little Mama picks up 4 points for Montreal. Liberty Bells now doubling up New Skids 16-8.
So far the Skids have, as you said, managed to play a more disciplined game. The Liberty Bells now with 2 of their blockers sitting in the box, and the Skids still at full strength. I think they've actually yet to pick up a penalty, if I'm not mistaken.
Both teams putting out their all-star jammers as the Iron Wench skates against Teflon Donna. Wench finds her way into turn number 1, and she is the lead jammer. Teflon Donna with 2 to beat to complete her initial pass. Jess Bandit sitting on her lap.
Iron Wench skates through cleanly, grabs her 4 points and calls it off. Chipping away slow and steady at that big lead. They've narrowed it down to only 4 points. New Skids 12, Liberty Bells 16.
Greta Bobo jamming for Montreal. She is going to be going up against number 9, Deb Seriously.
They're seriously choosing to line up a little bit further back from the pack, maybe hoping for a bit of momentum, but Greta Bobo was looking for a quick move, but got you pushed to the inside of the track. Deb Seriously here going to try to capitalize.
Smack Daddy called for a track cut. She's sent to the penalty box. Deb Seriously also called for a track cut. It is a power jam for Montreal. It looks like Gingivitis also sent to the penalty box. And number 668, Olivia Face, also sent to the box. Philadelphia into some penalty trouble early in this one. Greta Bobo does a 360 Savardian spinorama. Trying to fight her way through, Greta Bobo. With 1 to beat, she sails past Castro, and that is 5 in the sky.
And that is your second lead change of the game. Montreal coming out to the early lead. Liberty Bells taking it back, and now Montreal grabbing the lead one more time. So if you're playing that lead change drinking game, that means drink up.
Revolver sent to the box. Two skaters standing in the box for Philadelphia.
Greta Bobo trying to call it off. Not exactly sure what happened there. Maybe the referee's deciding that she's not lead jammer. I don't see a jam ref pointing at her.
Castro sent back to the box just as Philadelphia had managed to clear it out. Lady J is going to join her. The officials at the center of the track keeping track of the penalties, getting busy as Montreal enjoys a very successful jam on that last one.
But they definitely paid a price for it. As we look at the jam line now, we only have 2 blockers lining up for Montreal. 2 blockers in the box for Montreal, only 1 for the Liberty Bells. The Liberty Bells are going to be enjoying a bit of a numeric advantage out there at the beginning of this jam.
The score again right now, Montreal leading 26-16, just under 20 minutes remaining. It's early yet, so this is still anyone's game, but Montreal's Iron Wench is the lead jammer.
She took a lot of time off in 2012. She was traveling abroad, but she came back at the Eastern Conference Finals. Eastern Regionals? That's the one I'm looking for. And so far, she's looking like she hasn't missed a beat, managing to break out, become lead jammer, despite a numeric advantage on the blocker side of things from the Liberty Bells.
Iron Wench motors her way through. That is 4 points for Montreal. Jess Bandit bumps Antidote off to the inside of turn number 4, backs her up. She's got to start over, making her way through that pack. Iron Wench finds her way through for another 4 points.
You got to wonder about this strategy from Montreal, where Wench does have the points advantage over the Liberty Bells right now, but she's continuing to skate. You got to wonder if maybe this is going to come into play a little bit later, where fatigue is taking their hold on one of their stronger jammers.
Salentry sent to the box for Philadelphia for a low block. As Wench completes another scoring pass, that's another 4 points. Ooh, Antidote sent to the box for a track cut. It is a power jam for Montreal. Iron Wench with the moves of a Donnie Wahlberg. Hanging tough as she cuts her way through the pack.
Just going to try to name another new kid on the block, and I just can't.
Joey McIntyre.
Thanks for that, Scott.
That was a grand slam for Iron Wench. She sits down. She's winded, but she deserves the break. Looking at the scoreboard right now, Montreal's new skids on the block, leading Philadelphia's Liberty Bells 48-23. Not what I would have expected coming into this bout.
As we said, it's been a lot about discipline, and we take a look over at the box. We see the Liberty Bells jammer and one of their blockers sitting in there. The skids have done their best at taking advantage of those mistakes that the Liberty Bells are making, frequent ones. And you got to imagine, if you're thinking in terms of momentum, that big jam from Iron Wench has to have the bench riled up. Fans are into it. The skids are into it. Liberty Bells calling a timeout now, trying to maybe slow things down and take control of this game one more time for Philadelphia.
This bout coming to you live from Montreal, Quebec, courtesy of Canuck Derby TV.
So, Scott,
Yes, Lex.
I was thinking about roller skating. Where would I buy roller skates?
If you're in Montreal or in Ottawa,
I'm in both.
you can go to Neon Skates, owned and operated by Montreal's own Georgia W. Tush. Locations in Ottawa and in Montreal. And if you're not there, just go online. They've got a great website.
One of the things that I always like to think about when you're talking about going to a skate shop like that is that most cities don't have dedicated roller derby or roller skating skate shops, so you're often a little bit lost buying online, not knowing what's right for you. But when you go to Georgia W. Tush's Neon Skates, chances are Tush will be there and will help you out, pick the right set of skates, right set of wheels, right set of bearings. She'll hook you right up.
Tush versus V-Diva. That is a sumo match. And Tush is the lead jammer.
That's the girl who will be hooking you up with skates at Neon Skates.
Oh, ow. That is some great defense being played right now by Philadelphia. Tush not able to find any room.
Georgia Tush just trying to power her way through. Despite the incredible defense that's coming up with Philly, Tush so far managed to stay on her skates the whole way through. V-Diva backtracking, forcing Tush to come all the way back. She rejoins the skate, rejoins the pack, and calls off the jam. Holding the Liberty Bells off the scoreboard and putting 3 points of her own up there for the Skids. The Skids now 52, Liberty Bells 23 at the halfway point of this first half. Completely not the score I was expecting, Single Malt.
I had to say, if you're a fan of Philadelphia, you've got to be a little bit worried at this point. I mean, it is still anybody's game. But an early lead for Montreal as Teflon Donna skates against the Iron Wench.
Teflon Donna seeing a smallest opening and grabbing it, cutting up the inside there through turn one. She's your lead jammer. Iron Wench still having yet to make her initial pass, but she makes it through clean.
Teflon Donna absorbs the hit from Manchmal El Kul to no effect as she picks up her points and calls off the jam. The Liberty Bells score is 27. The New Skids on the block, 52. After 11 jams. Vanessa Seitz lines up on the jam line against Little Mama. It's probably the biggest jammer height difference you'll see all about.
Probably one of the bigger jammer height differences you'll see in roller derby.
Little Mama squirts around on the inside at turn number 2. She's the lead jammer. Seitz also completed her initial jam about 5 feet behind her. And we're off to the races. Mama doesn't like the way the pack looks and she calls off the jam. You know, I really wasn't expecting Montreal to go run and gun with their strategy. Thought they tried to control the pace of the game a bit. Philadelphia sends out Teflon Donna. Montreal counters with Iron Wench. Both teams have one skater in the box. Still entry for Philadelphia. Surgical strike for Montreal.
I was going to try to think about the strategy that the New Skids are employing when you're saying that you didn't think they'd be doing a run and gun. They know that if they're trying to maybe play a more strategic game because of the size advantage that Philadelphia has, Philadelphia might be able to settle it down, whereas Montreal's taking whatever it gets, and so far, it's working out for them.
Iron Wench is the lead jammer. Teflon Donna, about 10 feet behind her, also completed her initial pass. Pack comes to a stop at the jam line. Tush takes out Teflon Donna with a big hit. Donna gets dropped to the inside. That's 4 points for Montreal as Teflon Donna is recycled.
Ewenwood Army looks briefly signaled Iron Wench to call off the jam, but then seeing the difficulty that Teflon Donna was having, signaled her to keep skating.
Ooh, Montreal's defense just kind of fritzed out there for a second. Teflon Donna was quick to capitalize, picking up 4 points on that pass. I would expect to see Wench to call it off if she can make it past the entry here.
Iron Wench takes a look over to the bench, sees no signal from Ewenwood Army. Makes her own hand signal back to the bench. She feels like she still has some more points in her, apparently.
Donna gets knocked to the inside of turn number 3. He's got to go back, try her pass.
Sure enough.
That's a grand slam. 5 in the sky for Iron Lynch. No pack as they get split up. Philadelphia trying to slow down Iron Lynch, claiming the back of the pack. Tush and Teflon Donna in a one-on-one battle at the front. And 2 minutes expire.
Going to say that. And Wench picked up 3 more points right before the whistle.
That was a very good jam for Montreal.
That's right, Single Malt. That was a very good jam for Montreal.
It's still anyone game, though. Again, for those of you watching at home, the score is right now Montreal's New Skids on the block, 73 points. Philadelphia Liberty Bells, 35. 11 and a half minutes remaining.
If you were to tell me earlier in this night that Montreal would have double the score of the Philadelphia Liberty Bells at almost 20 minutes into the game, I would have called you a liar.
Back to the action on the track. Philadelphia jammer Deb seriously is the lead jammer. Greta Bobo from Montreal still yet to complete her initial pass. Just makes her way through in turn number 4. Deb seriously picks up 4 points and calls off the jam.
The Liberty Bells now employing that quick scoring style that the Montreal New Skids were playing earlier. It's a little bit strange to see a team that you would think would be dominating at this point, grabbing their points and calling off the jam so quickly, where Montreal has been skating some longer jams and just grabbing piles of points in the process.
Devoid of mercy for the Liberty Bells up against the Iron Wench for Montreal.
V-Diva's blocking for the Iron Wench, blocking against the Iron Wench, and managed to get a track cut penalty out of her.
Devoid of mercy is the lead jammer and is on a power jam.
Jess Bandit, Meliwana, and Lil Mama blocking now for the New Skids. They're down a blocker.
Gloria Grindem, V-Diva, and Salentry, the blockers for Philadelphia.
Sugar Daddy calling a penalty. Believe that was that back blocking for Little Mama? Right now, the New Skids penalty bench is very full. They're down 2 blockers and a jammer. We have, I think that's Chasing Amy, who's about to rejoin the pack and help blocking.
Just Bandit able to draw. Big penalty there. That sends Devoid of Mercy to the box, which of course bounces out the Montreal jammer, Iron Lynch.
Devoid of Mercy throwing herself down in the box right there. She is very frustrated at that penalty.
Well, Philadelphia was controlling the pace there, slowed the pack down to almost a standstill. At that point, the skating strategy's got to be a little bit different for the jammers.
Iron Wench is smacking into V-Diva.
Chasing Amy back into the penalty box for Montreal.
She's going to join Meliwana, so there's not a lot of help out there for the Iron Wench.
2 minutes of roller derby excitement.
And the Liberty Bells have managed to cut into that lead. The New Skids enjoying a 20-point lead right now. Liberty Bells up at 53. They've gained nearly 20 points, almost completely unanswered points against the New Skids.
Devoid of Mercy is standing in the penalty box for Philadelphia. Georgia W. Tush wearing the star for Montreal. And an official timeout is called.
So I have a roller derby question for you, Single Malt Scott. With the rules change, is there anybody who would still do a unicorn maneuver where they swing the jammer on the outside? Or is that maneuver just no longer a thing?
Yes.
That doesn't answer my... Who would do it? That doesn't answer my question at all.
Skaters.
But With the rules change, I haven't seen it happen yet. I don't know if you have.
Me neither.
So there you go. So maybe that is no longer a maneuver with the rules change. The unicorn is no longer a maneuver.
This and other roller derby insights always available to you on Canuck Derby TV. Again, Canuck Derby TV is brought to you in part by viewers like you, always clicking that donation button, helping us bring you the access right in your own home.
I was just asking. I was leaning on you as a derby expert, Single Malt Scott, and you let me down.
And that's where your mistake was. Also, we'd like to take this official time out to thank our sponsors, AMJ Productions, Montreal Roller Derby, Georgia W. Tush's Roller Derby and Skate Shop, Neon Skates, with locations in both Ottawa and Montreal, as well as Holy Crap Cereal. Man, that cereal. Holy crap.
You don't say holy crap when you eat it. You're going to say holy crap a little later in the day because it is 100% all natural.
You know what I like about Holy Crap cereal? They don't go all out on the packaging. It's cereal. You don't need a box and a bag and some stickers and a plastic spoon and a coupon to a 2-for-1 movies. It is just cereal in a bag.
Big bold letters saying holy crap on the outside.
You really want to put that in your pantry.
A little bit of an interesting configuration for the pack right now that's starting out. We have a single Liberty Bell blocker. I believe
Teflon Donna.
is Teflon Donna. Blocking for Montreal, we have
Smack Daddy and Cheese Grater.
And we have the rest of the lineup for the Liberty Bells who was going up to try to shut down, I believe that's Tush.
That is George W. Tush. Dead seriously is lead jammer for Philadelphia. The score right now, 73 for Montreal, 53 for the Liberty Bells, 7.5 minutes remaining.
Olivia Face looking a little frustrated having to let Tush go, but that jam still did go the Liberty Bells' way. Once again, chipping away at that lead. They've held the Skids to only 1 point in, I believe, the past 4 jams.
Antidote on the line for Philadelphia. Iron Wench for Montreal. Now, this is what I was talking about. Montreal gets into a little bit of penalty trouble. Philadelphia's all over them.
But Montreal has at least managed to keep some of the damage to a minimum with that big lead that they managed to get.
Antidote is the lead jammer. She's got a half-track lead on Iron Wench. Both of them completed their initial passes. Antidote.
I was going to say that Philadelphia did an amazing job right there, breaking up the new Skids blockers and letting her get those easy points and calling off the jam right before Iron Wench could do any damage. And they cut down that lead to 12 points.
Teflon Donna jamming for Philadelphia. Little Mama for Montreal.
And there is no more penalty trouble from either teams. This is a full pack for the first time in a little while.
Teflon Donna with 2 Skids up front to beat. Smack Daddy and Trash and Smash. Little Mama still stuck at the back of the pack as Castro's sitting on her.
Meliwana looking to move up the pack to try to help out her blockers to stop Teflon Donna.
Little Mama's like a little pinball as she cuts through the pack.
Tell her that to her face next time you see her. Hey, little mama, you're a little pinball.
Ding, ding, ding.
See how that goes over for you. And this has been an entire lap, and no lead jammer has yet to emerge from the pack. Huge defensive blocking from both of these teams.
Lead jammer coming through turn number 2 is Teflon Donna.
That took a full minute before there was even a lead jammer in that pass.
Philadelphia with excellent control of the pack right now. They managed to spread out Montreal skaters. Teflon Donna's just picking up the points right now.
That was a grand slam for Teflon Donna. Little Mama just hanging out at the outside of the pack. Not entirely sure what the game plan is there. Maybe they're hoping Philadelphia is going to make a mistake. They spread out a little bit, allowing Little Mama to move around the outside. So
Tef Donna picks up another grand slam. Little Mama finally completes her initial pass. Montreal's lead is cut to 2 points. Teflon Donna picks up 2 more before calling it off, and it is a tied game.
Does that mean finish your drink? I'm going to go ahead and say it does.
Oh, we're pretty much in charge here, so yeah, finish your drink.
That's right. There's only 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in this half anyway, so you might as well down whatever you're drinking and then go get another one during the half.
We're not bound by your rules.
Not part of your system.
Action's back on the track. We've got jamming for Montreal, Iron Wench, and that's Deb Seriously jamming for Philadelphia. Iron Wench out in front. She is the lead jammer.
It's the first lead jam that Montreal's enjoyed in several jams. They're going to look to try to capitalize. Again, we're going to say with that run and gun style.
V-Diva sent to the penalty box. Skating clockwise to block, and Iron Wench picks up 4 points. The crowd here in Montreal letting her know how happy they are with that scoring pass. Wentz squeezes through the middle of the pack, and that's a grand slam.
The fans here at St. Louis Arena in Montreal are fully behind the Iron Wench. I don't think anybody thought this game was going to be this close as we closed down on our first half.
I didn't think it was going to be this close.
Neither did I. But then again, we both admitted that we are in no way, shape, or form derby experts.
Wench is fighting up in front against Damaged Doll. She squeezes her way through. Oh, that is another 5 points, and the crowd goes bananas. Deb Seriously gets bounced off. She is done wearing the star. She passes it off to V-Diva. There's a star pass for Philadelphia as Iron Wench picks up another grand slam.
You have to wonder where that energy comes from for the Iron Wench.
Two minutes expire.
That is the third jam this bout that the Iron Wench has skated for a full 2 minutes, all of which were completely dominating jams. If there's a game story right now heading into the half, I would say it's the endurance and intensity of the Iron Wench putting those big scores on the board.
She picked up 23 points in that last jam. The score again right now, Montreal's New Skids on the block, 96. The Philadelphia Liberty Bells, 73. 1 minute remaining as a timeout is called. It looks like an official review as no pointer ref is sitting there talking with the two coaches. It is hot here in Montreal. You're watching Canuck Derby TV. My name is Single Malt Scott.
My name is Private Stacks usually, but not today. It's Private Slacks.
You're wearing jeans.
Yep, because the slacks are private. They're for me only. If I was wearing them and sharing them with the world, then they wouldn't be so private. I'm going to go home later tonight after the bout, after the after party, and put on my private slacks. Just no retort. Like the Tina Turner song, but with slacks.
You're a slacker for money.
That's right.
Do what I want you to do.
Yep.
And that is how we do it here in Montreal.
It's true.
You don't get this team up anywhere else.
But that's not true at all, actually.
You and I?
On the internet? You and I talk together quite a bit on the internet. You just rarely get it in boutcasting.
Yeah, we don't really talk to roller derby this much.
The Rev clearly doesn't understand that I'm wearing private slacks.
Had coach and skater the Rev come by to say a little hi, and he touched us. Not emotionally.
But both of us. So deeply. With 1 minute and 4 on the clock, the Liberty Bell's coach, whose name I am not aware of. Single Malt, can we get that?
We're looking into it right now. We've got our experts.
Can we get a runner down there?
No, our experts are walking away.
Oh. Liberty Bell's coach is having something to say about that last pack. Enough ref null pointer ref is explaining his call, and I'm going to say from experience, Null doesn't reverse his decisions very often.
Yeah, he's very stick to your guns kind of referee. Oh, null pointer ref is charging Philadelphia with the timeouts in order to continue this discussion. That's interesting. I haven't seen that all too often in roller derby, where an official timeout is dragged down past the point of the official's discretion, his desire to keep it going. He feels he's done enough now that he's charging Philadelphia with the timeout.
I guess so. And I don't know if is there a second level to that? Is there a delay of game penalty that can be called after that, or do they just keep burning through their timeouts? I'm actually going to ask, if you're following us on Twitter and you know the name of the Liberty Bell's coach, just tweet to @CanuckDerbyTV. Say, hey, Alex, the Liberty Bell's coach is blank. And then Alex will relay that information to us so we know for the rest of the game. So if you tweet that, then we'll know. It would be great if you're listening in.
In the veldt of Africa, zebras run together and their stripes help disguise their numbers from predators. You can see a pack of referees now employing the same tactic.
I've felt the rain down in Africa, but I've never seen a zebra pack just huddled together, not immobile. So,
you look at them, and it's hard to tell how many referees are actually there, let alone who is the weakest and perhaps sickest.
They travel in single file to hide their numbers. Arena St. Louis just enjoying a little bit of fun. Having a wave go back and forth through the crowd.
Let's see what we got right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pyramids lined up around the outside of the track. Skaters have to be aware of that, not wanting to skid outside.
And whatever the official decisions made, it has apparently been finalized. Don't see any changes to what's gone on in the box. So whatever the Philadelphia coach had to say, it doesn't look like it was enough to reverse the referee's decision. There were a lot of words, though, so you don't know if that's going to maybe be something that they carry forward.
We're looking at the penalty box right now. V-Diva is joined by Deb Seriously, the pivot and the jammer. Montreal's got Georgia W. Tush. Maliwana is jamming for Montreal on a power jam, and she is the lead jammer.
If I'm not entirely mistaken, and I don't think I am, this is the first jam for Maliwana. Montreal deciding to rest maybe some of their star jammers closing into this half. enjoying the power jam with the blocker down for the Liberty Bells.
Castro sent to the penalty box for an out-of-play penalty. Only 2 blockers on the track right now for Philadelphia. Meliwana picks up 4 points on that scoring pass. Not a grand slam, no pass, no penalty. Well, that's a good block by Chasing Amy, helping Meliwana get back without the track cut. That's a grand slam.
And the new Skids have managed to push up into the triple digits. I think they actually did previously, but I'm telling it to you now because we don't have a score overlay. The score currently, I believe, 116 to 73. Deb seriously taking a long time to get up. Skating gingerly there. She's trying to hopefully look for her energy. She looks like she's motioning for a star pass there in the pack. She is definitely hurt, but doesn't want to get out of the game, so she got back to her skates looking for the star pass.
As that was going on, Meliwana sent to the box on a track cut penalty. It is a power jam. A star pass happens. Deb seriously gives the star to V-Diva. 19 seconds left in this final jam of the period.
If you're going to have a pivot out there to do a star pass to, V-Diva is probably one of the better ones you want.
V-Diva makes her way through for a grand slam. That is 5 points. I gotta wonder why Montreal's not just skating right here. Just take the penalties.
Got to figure they were trying not to get into penalty trouble, and there was only maybe about 5 seconds left on the clock.
It cost them 3 points, though. That is the first half of this bout. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. This is an upset so far for Montreal. The score is Montreal's new Skids on the block, 120 points. The Philadelphia Liberty Bells, 39 points back with 81.
I'm Private Stacks.
I'm Single Malt Scott. We'll be back.
I was going to say, we'll see you in 15 minutes. Go get a beer. Make yourself a hot dog. Maybe have a barbecue.
Man, that is brilliant.
I know, right?
Hot dogs. You're watching Canuck Derby TV. We'll be back soon.
See you very soon.